So I wanted to make a video today on a game called Atomfall. So this is a new survival RPG. It's made by the developers that called Rebellion. So they did games like Sniper Elite. They do the Sniper Elite franchise. They do Zombie Army franchise, stuff like that. They're having a go at doing a RPG. So what makes this one really interesting for me is it's actually set in the Lake District in the UK. And it's actually based on, let me just get where it is. So it's based on the wind scale nuclear disaster that happened in northern England. So the wind scale fire is what it's called. So it was wind scale fire disaster, and it happened on October the 10th, 1957. So it was the worst nuclear incident in the United Kingdom. And it was one that was played down by the government at the time. So it was a reactor. So it was Unit 1 of 2 piles. And it burnt for 3 days and releasing radioactive fallout all across basically the north of the UK. So pretty bad disaster in 1957 in the UK, to be honest. To be quite frank, until I heard of this game, I didn't really know about that disaster. But anyway, so really got high hopes for this one. We don't get many games that are set in the UK, so it'd be interesting to see what this one is. So they not long just released a 7-minute gameplay trailer. So I just thought we'd check it out together. So I'll switch over, go camera and game, and yeah, let's just check it out together.
If you've been waiting for a special occasion to break out your hazmat suit, then look no further than Atomfall. Here at Rebellion, we are excited to introduce you to this new world and what it has to offer. However, there's far more to Atomfall than what we can showcase in a single video. This is just a glimpse of what's to come.
Atomfall is a brand new, single-player, first-person action survival game set in a post-war Britain. It will have you traversing the Lake District of Northern England,
How good that
uncovering
looks.
mysteries about the quarantine zone and the people that
I'm
inhabit.
going to try not pause it much, but you see the red phone booths. So anyone that lives in the UK know that there's not many of them around that actually have phones left in them. So if you're in London, most of them are filled with books, or they're actually been turned into like mini stands, like stalls that people sell stuff out of. Around the rest of the UK, they're pretty much got defibrillators in now, which is a good thing. Not many have phones left in them, and I'll be honest, quite a lot of them stink of piss. The ones that don't have defibrillators in, well, actually some in some cities, even with them in, they still stink of piss. And most, yeah, they're just a mess. But they're still iconic. And I guess if you travel up to the Lake District that kind of way, you might still find the odd one or two that still have phones in them.
it.
My name's Molly. I got some bits and bobs for sale.
My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers.
Atomfall takes place in a fictional quarantine in 1962, just 5 years
Okay, so
after the
1962.
real-life event of the Windscale Fire, the worst nuclear disaster in British history. However, in this altered version of history, there are more mysterious and sinister things at play behind the scenes, and you must uncover the secrets of what happened. It's up to you to discover the truth behind the disaster and figure out just how much of this world can be saved.
It doesn't matter what else happened, as long as the truth of this place gets out.
Before you can set out on that quest, you'll awaken in the quarantine zone with little knowledge about who you are, the life you've lived, and certainly the strange new world around you. A rather nasty
Got a heavy
bout
Fallout
of
vibe to it, hasn't
amnesia.
it?
You're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry.
Are you a law-abiding citizen? A terrifying menace to those around you? Or are you perhaps someone just trying their best to survive?
Gunplay
in a
looks pretty
dangerous,
decent.
Unfamiliar place. The choice is yours. And Atomfall gives you the freedom to embody any role. A village in one of the areas you will visit is controlled by a military group that was sent in to set up and maintain the quarantine after the disaster. A noble cause. But some might question the lengths they've gone to restore order.
I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff.
armed soldiers patrolling the roads of the village. Robotic
Nook Lane.
sentinels on a hair trigger, prepared to attack at even the slightest hint of aggression. And villagers who live in fear as a result.
Soldiers will string you up for anything these days, and my husband was exploring where they don't like you to explore.
Does this group really have the villagers' best interest at heart?
But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Outside of the village is a lawless land filled with bandits and cultists.
What the
I
heck?
don't care if you're friendly or not, and will attack you on sight.
Be cautious.
There are so many things to consider on your journey through Atomfall. Exploration is a critical component of the experience, especially when it comes to your survival. The quarantine zone is in the idyllic countryside of northern England, but it is not as it once was. An abandoned rail yard, a derelict stone quarry, and verdant rolling hills contain more than just pieces of a prior civilization.
All the settings and that look really good, don't they, so far? I'm loving the colour as well. It's very nice and bright. Got good water features.
As you explore these places, you'll find secret bandit hideouts, mysterious messages, secrets, clues, and leads that might help you figure out how the world fell apart. These can lead you to
Very old
eccentric
school
characters,
type of
secret hideaways,
RPG,
or even
definitely.
the rundown
All the
bunkers
menus, the way the NPCs talk.
of the British Atomic
Like I said,
Research
definitely
Division.
Fallout-y.
You'll
Definitely
never
got heavy
know
Fallout
when
vibes.
or where fragments of the bigger picture will be brought into focus, but you will always
Gunplay
need to
is
be
looking
on
good, though.
guard. These facilities may not be as populated as they once were. However, the halls are often patrolled by the same robots used to patrol the rest of the quarantine zone, as well as irradiated feral creatures that
I
won't
know.
hesitate
Looks like it's
to
got
tear
some
you
stealth
apart. You'll
mode
also come
elements
across
to it.
caves
I'm not
and
good at
underground
stealth.
tunnels that seem to have been affected by the wind-scale disaster the most. Glowing plants and mushrooms cover the walls, floor, and ceiling of these places, giving off a hazy fog that makes them more dangerous to traverse than other places you may go. However, the environment is not all you need to worry about. The same terrifying ferals found in the bunkers also live in these areas and will not stop to ask questions before trying to tear you apart. Be sure to be well equipped to handle these creatures and be extra cautious, as not everything is as it seems.
You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the wind-scale atom plant.
How are you going to defend yourself against all these threats?
Okay,
You're going to need
gameplay and
weapons,
combat.
supplies, and materials, all of which you can find through scavenging the locations of Atomfall. However, if you truly want to survive, some things may need to be taken by force. The weapons you will come across include melee weapons
Cricket
like
bat.
the cricket bat, or ranged weapons like pistols, rifles,
Think you're good with that thing?
and shotguns.
Oh, that was a good headshot.
Each with their own strengths and weaknesses. During your journey through Atomfall, you may even unlock the ability to upgrade your weapons and give them more power. The ammo for these weapons will be in short supply, so you must either find or craft what you need to survive. However, weapons are not the only thing you will need on your journey. You will gather resources, like cloth and alcohol, to craft various items, to heal yourself or harm your enemies. Over time, you'll expand your crafting abilities to create more aggressive tools of self-protection. Other tools at your disposal include a flashlight to light the dark paths ahead, and a trusty metal detector to locate buried caches of supplies. A handy ping
nice.
will alert you when one of these caches is nearby, signalling you to equip the metal detector and begin the hunt. When you aren't scavenging for materials or searching for buried treasure, you might also find various manuals that contain valuable knowledge. These manuals will imbue your character with new skills across 4 categories: ranged combat,
Have a look what we got. Oh, they've got quite a lot of skills on the looks of it.
melee combat, survival, and conditioning. Even at the end of the world,
Looks pretty
knowledge
decent.
is power. Careful selection of which skills you focus on will determine your playstyle and the path you carve out for yourself in Atomfall. We won't be going fully in depth on these skills and what each one entails right now, but as you progress, you will need to pick and choose what type of playstyle you want to focus on in Atomfall.
I really should stop talking. Not personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you?
We hope you enjoyed the first glimpse into the world of Atomfall. Leave a comment with what you are most excited to see when the game releases on March 27th, 2025. Atomfall will be releasing day one on Game Pass, Xbox Series and Xbox One consoles. You can also play on PC through Windows, Steam and Epic Games, as well as PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Stay tuned for an upcoming video that will delve deep into some of the gameplay mechanics we mentioned here.
There we go. So that was Atomfall. Really interested in it. Looks really good. Have some concerns because that breakneck animation, they've shown it, 3-4 times in this clip. It doesn't look like there's going to be that many different types of animations when you're sneaking up behind people. But that's okay. I mean, I guess. But let me know in the comments what you think. I like the art style. I like how colourful it is. It's definitely got some old school vibes to it. Definitely Fallout-y with when you're speaking to the NPC, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely interested. Definitely interested. Have a quick look at the Steam store page for it, which I've got here. So coming out the 27th of March. So they've got standard version at $44.99, and then we've got, like always these days, we've got a deluxe edition, which is given advanced access on the 24th, $64.99. So what are we getting for the deluxe edition? You're getting the base game, basic supply bundle, enhanced supply bundle, story expansion, and 3 days early unlock. Doesn't really say much else. But yeah, anyway, that was just a quick look at Atomfall. Just wanted to check that trailer out together. We'll definitely check the next one when they release the next one. And anyway, thanks for taking the time to check this video out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.